Greetings, travelers! Welcome back to the 6th entry of Elf Before Christmas. I can't believe we made it this far. It's insane. But in this entry, we'll be going over a new fighting animation for the player, some level design, and a huge update plan for the future of the game. Now, let's get started with the new fighting animation. The new animation that the player will be doing is aiming a bow, and this bow will be fired in 4 different directions. It could be up, down, left, right, whichever you like. Once the animation is performed, the arrow will fire out of the animation to whatever target that the mouse is pointing at. And speaking of that, right now it's not showing that because I'm having some coding issues with this, but I will figure this out in the next devlog or two. But in the meantime, to be able to unlock this bow, you will have to come across this buried bow at the start of level 2. And there'll be some lore behind the reasoning of that. And speaking of level 2, the objective for this one is to provide the player the opportunity to choose between 4 different directions, which each have their own unique experiences. With that in mind, here is the outline that I did on paper. And in this outline, you will see the ideal design of the pathing I did that all leads to one location. And that one location will lead to the final section. And in that section will lead to some interesting stuff, for sure, which I'll go over more in a bit. Oh, and some key items that are indicated in the map, such as chests, position, enemies, totems, etc. The name for this level is Gingerbread Forest. And as the name suggests, this place will be full of different types of corrupted gingerbreads. Like, just picture this: a dramatic atmospheric music with killer cookies chasing after you in a cold and snowy forest. Oh, that's gonna be so awesome to play in. It will definitely bring a fresh taste of gameplay. Near the end, you will be given a cutscene of 2 gingerbreads chasing and dragging a different elf friend that's from the village that you're in by his feet to the inner chambers of the gingerbread's lair. In the area past the cutscene will be a puzzle the player must solve in order to unlock the door that they saw in the cutscene. Once the puzzle is performed successfully and the door is open, and the player goes through it, it will lead them to the boss room, which will conclude the overall gameplay experience I will have for the moment. Overall gameplay experience, you may question? Well, now is time for me to explain the future plans of this game. With how little coding experience I have in my continuous growth of pixel art, I am commencing Operation Snare's Odyssey. In other words, I will be extending the due date on the finished game so that I will have very few bugs, more polished content, and fleshed out gameplay and art for the players to experience. The finished game will be out probably next year or 2 years from now on Christmas Day. But don't worry, this Christmas I will be releasing the demo of this game. And here's what the demo will have in store for us: 2 main levels, a boss room, 2 fighting mechanics, dialogue, 2 cutscenes, a puzzle, death animation for the player, healing items from the chests, totems that heal you and allow you to save the game, and many more mechanical features that games usually come with. Below this list is my to-do list that I will constantly add whenever I complete the previous set of tasks required. So like, basically a to-do list of my weekly routines. With that being said, that's all I have for this devlog report. I will also be doing a devlog once every 2 months, instead of once every 1 month, since I will be going at a snare's pace. A Snare's Odyssey. Plus, by doing this, I'll be able to learn more coding and art along the adventure, and I'll be able to enter more game jams. Ooh, exciting. And work on more machinimas that I am been slacking on lately, which is not good. And to deal with other personal life events, such as work and college. Thanks for checking up on the development, and I shall bid you all farewell.